Hello everyone. Welcome another week of light languages and collective healing intentions. We have the energy of Kuan Yin today. We've been chatting for a while about so many different subjects. Let's see where all of this take us. It's always an adventure when we let our heart flow. And to Sai Shinek Takuana, we will do some blessings with light languages or without light languages to clear the space, to protect the space, and to tune into more energy. I'm here with Sister Keira, Sister Mayra, Sister Melissa. I'm Ismael Rodriguez. And let's start with some blessings and let's see where we go from there. Shukatai Tatu Kuana. Meli, do you want to start? Sure.
Yes. Thank you. Anitia kotaya ramakatia ramakoshokoto yoria makatia romakatia roshi atia monoto yoria kata. Iamanatia rokoto yoria makasha noto yoraya katia makasha utoya. Ia kota yoria makatia ramia natasha koto yoromana di ki ti 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 washa koto yorotoya. Ia manatia roshokoto yore mianata katio roma katio noto yore makashota. Ia manate rokoto yanatia makasha. Wayanatia makayo, wayanatia kashoku, yanatia makate roshakta. Amananitia kore, amananatayo roshokoto yuri, amanatayo koya. Amanata ta 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 Watiankota. Thank you.
Thank you, I saw a massive rose. Like they guided me to draw it in my heart. Kuana. Just as if I'm drawing the rose in everybody's heart in humanity. Hanusha Shana Kuna. And I was seeing these roses that Mayra showed us, like the same type of geometry. Kachugni Takutana Sanakana. For many people, those roses are only roses, but roses go beyond. If you really feel the geometry, you really feel the beauty of the flower. Kas anat asotaita nokos ana. They are also very connected to Kuan Yin here. Kako tana tuana. Maria Magdalene, of course, Tishanaka ane taita. Hato tainakana. But if you open your hearts and use this geometry, you will see so many benefits. Just drawing a rose in your heart. And the roses, as soon as I draw the whole rose in the heart, they started changing colors very fast. So they are pulsating energy. They are from many dimensions. Tashut shanak oshana uhata posanaka sonaka nakana. Thank you, Mary. Keira, do you want to go next?
Sure. I just feel like there's like I feel that the energy is incredibly clear. Like
yeah.
yes, like, and more now that we're gathered than like earlier today. Just yeah, super clear and open. Kayaka se kayoni kayaka se kai se kayoni se kayoni se.
Shukuata. I love it. Shuana. Mayra, do you want to say a blessing? Whatever comes to your heart.
Yes. I would like for this new energy for all of us as a collective consciousness to be in the heart, to also to be focused, and as Kiara said, to be in clarity as to what it is that we need to be able to do for ourselves, for those around us, but not forgetting who we truly are and not getting lost in all that is happening. The clarity, the mental being clear, being aligned with the heart for us to be able to transform and make that happen, because these transformative energies are rising. And as we go into the months to come, it's gonna be coming in within the heart. It's gonna mean to be strong, to be balanced, to be harmonious, to be sovereign, and all that is gonna come. But we have to be in our power, be in our power, be in our power, and stand in that power that we are here to represent for all that is, for the greater good of all.
Thank you, Mayra. Thank you so much. Kushana kamuasa china kuosana doma haneka anata sosumu kumpanaishan koma shana kuha kuasuak ahuna asashanak anak utaish hamos anas aishat u hauko hanne esha hamak akuahana soshenet akua tasamu umukaata sesetet ikikutuisetak akuana shana kuana kakutaita kumachenakuma ka shene kau hai katuts inechianak umak ates irteke kokak asaisheta katunes ana otaishenak awana shenekiana soto kakuana Soshinaka, Dasana Kuanaka, Ohona Inaka, Onaka Isana, Hainaka, Dosanikana, Gona Gosana, Desawana, Seshinikana, Sotaishata, Gomat Isata, Guanata, Tuanata, Tuanata. So yes, I feel that they want to participate, bringing more light, love and energy to the whole collective so that we can face or experience this clarity in the best way possible. Sometimes having too much clarity for many people is difficult to bear. Hanas anak utana. So they want to send love and energy so that we all handle this clarity the best way possible. Tatsanuka nata, sonoko nana, sonsanika natanaka. Releasing programming, hanakwana, discerning what is reprogramming, katusai senaka ana. And as we were mentioning in our chat before we started recording, listening to our bodies. It's so important to listen to our bodies now more than ever, so that we can get from that clarity what we truly need. No less, no more, no doubts. Takuana, Soshana, and live life to the full. Kashunaka, Shotainaka Tuana. Sonikana Kotanaka. And there is a blessing from the archangels that I will read for all of you. That is to release phobias and fears. so that we can also harvest all this energy and anchor and integrate all this energy properly, releasing anything that we don't need. And the invocation is an angelic invocation to heal all energies of fear. And it says something like this: Supreme divine energies and powers, beloved archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Samuel, Zadkiel, Jophiel, Haniel, Zadkiel, Jeremiel, Raguel, Ratziel, Ariel, Sandalphon, and Metatron. Beloved angels, archangels, principalities, powers, virtues, dominions, thrones, cherubim, seraphim, Elohim, and Shekinah. Beloved angels of the light, love, spirit, and logos of the highest, eternal, and infinite source of omniscient, omnipotent, omnibenevolent, and omnipresent God. Beloved angels of healing fear, phobias, and all energies of fear, angels of power, protection, security, love, joy, harmony, and peace. Beloved angels of karma, divine laws, and dharma, divine plan, please surround us. Send us your brilliant, radiant light and your unconditional, boundless love. Infinite light, infinite love, divine love. Please cleanse, purify, and heal our mind from all energies of fear and replace them with power and love, with joy and peace, with harmony and balance. Completely remove fear from all levels. Completely remove all and any phobias and unknown levels. Tasunaka Shawama. Osutunaka Netata. Please cleanse, purify, and heal our energy body, our chakras, our aura, our emotional body, our spiritual body, our physical body from all energies and fear, and replace them with power and love, with joy and peace, with harmony and balance. Completely remove fear from all levels. Completely remove all and any phobias from all levels. Saso Saishana Mupatagua Hunasana. I'm feeling so much heat. Husanaku Sutu Pashuaka Arunaka Tuasanaka Anohana Kutanaka. Please guide us and direct us into the true sense and reality of absolute and total protection, love, balance, and harmony, joy and peace, a fearless sense and reality. We co-create, express, and manifest the complete and perfect cleansing, purification, and healing of our mind from all energies of fear, and their total and absolute replacement with power and love, joy and peace, harmony and balance. Complete removal of fear from all levels. Complete removal of all and any phobias from all levels. We co-create, express, and manifest the complete and perfect cleansing, purification, and healing of our energy body, our chakras, our aura, our emotional body, our spiritual body, our physical body, from all energies of fear, and their total and absolute replacement with power and love, joy and peace, harmony and balance, complete removal of fear from all levels, complete removal of all and any phobias from all levels. We are fully and totally capable, wise, and powerful to act and react to all challenging issues and daily situations with no fear, and to completely ban and remove this unhealthy element from our consciousness. We are fully and totally capable, wise and powerful to act and react to all challenging issues and daily situations. We are centered, we are grounded, we are balanced, we are attuned to spirit, to the divine, and all its angels of light. We act from a point of power, security, love, and peace, a point of positive and bright awareness, a level of greater and higher consciousness. We thank you from our heart and soul. We thank you with our whole being. We are one with you, we are one. Love and blessings for a fearless life of loving power and powerful love to all, to everyone and everything. We constantly remain in your sacred and pure angelic energy, and we experience the fearless life of powerful love and loving power that we recognize as real and true, and which we deserve and love. We are love, we are light, we are whole, we are happy, we are grateful. Thank you. Amen. That was powerful. Wow. I'm in heat. I need a cold shower now. Whew. Yeah, every time I read one of these invocations, it's like my whole system changes literally. It's not like I don't feel like I'm reading words anymore. It's like I'm feeling the words through my heart straight away. Hanakawana. And not only that, but I sense that we are sending together that love. That by just gathering here, by just being here present, by just being here authentic, we are being the channel to bring all that love and energy to everyone here in the planet. We become a whole channel all together. And the energy, of course, start increasing and increasing. Kasana, QUAN, Sonikana, and more beings that start intervening as we go on with everything else. Tasuna sana huatana tuana. Shenikanaka. Exciting times we have at this present and ahead. Kasana, massive change, massive cycle that we are Hushana Kuana walking. Katuna Kasana Kuata Shawama. The way they show me the eclipse is the start of a new cycle, a new completely start of a new cycle. So that's why we feel like Keira said, the energy is so straight. It's like so clear. Everything is gonna be, we are gonna feel more sensitive to everything. So certain things are going to be harsh, are going to be difficult to take if you are not used to be in your center or acting in alignment with your true self, with your true love. If you are not loyal to yourself, if you don't apply self-love to yourself, it's gonna be a little bit tough. Hatas anakush anashanakata. That's why we invite you to proceed and be yourselves and continue with the flow, continue your life with the flow, and the light languages that we are going to share in a moment, they're going to be assisting all of that. Yeah, Quan Yin. Who is Quan Yin for you, Keira? What does Quan Yin represents to you?
I mean, I have to go from my own understanding and not something so traditional, but she feels like I think she's bringing that crystal clarity and confidence and unconditional love and compassion, but in like this very powerful way, like we talked about last week, power, but not a grasping power, just embodied.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. My question are never based in what is in the books. More
And
what we have here in the heart and what we feel about her.
Yes.
Because the books
And-
are always there.
yes.
But the uniqueness that we bring about what do we feel about her when we listen to her name, that vibration, all that you say is wonderful.
Yeah. And the golden light that someone mentioned before we started recording, I think what I also get with this clarity in the eclipse, this is like a moment, it's a chance to take this chance to exist more as a luminous body of golden light. And we can choose that and kind of encapsulate it and move forward as that. So this is like I mean, it could happen anytime, but this is like a potent time where we can carry forward as that. And I think together it probably helps.
It does a lot.
Also, I was using my pendulum to collect the fear and just letting it spin, and then all of a sudden it just dropped, and so I was like, oh, okay, letting go. Like, it can be that easy. Just let it go. Let it go.
Yes. Sometimes it's a decision. Sometimes we think that is somewhere trapped in our psyche or somewhere else from past lifetimes, and sometimes it's just us not letting that go, consciously go. How? Feeling love and just not giving more importance to whatever is causing that fear. Hasanaka. And that powerful decision dissolve everything and replace that fear with love. Kaanasana. We are the creator. Kakuana Satsu Sukwata. Okay, and what is for you, Mayra, Quan Yin? What does she represent?
QUAN Yin is discernment, compassion, alignment to the self-love, alignment to the true heart, alignment to who you truly are and your authentic self. And to me, she also represents the dragon lady.
Yes.
How she rides in that beautiful golden dragon, right? Like, she's here to, I in my inner core, I feel like she's here. Like all the great mothers and all the grandmothers and all the cosmic mothers and the light fathers too, and they're all coming together, and we're just shaking this. You know, it's like we're being not shaken in the sense of fear, but like, hey, we're here. Like, let's wake up. Let's do this together. And we're getting all this support. And that's what I feel from all of our mothers, you know, Mother Mary, from Magdalene, from Kuan Yin, from Queen of Lights, from Mother Akasha, from all these mothers. They're cosmic love. They're just pure cosmic love. I have this decree that I do every morning, and I Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, they're part of the flower, right? Like the rose lineage, because that's what we are, the creators of. And Goddess of Venus as well, like all the most powerful, forgotten, right? Because the rise of the feminine power is coming, is rising. It's just like, that's who she represents. That true power of who we are as feminine, and that we have that fight in us to keep on going, to keep on doing it. And it's not a fight to say, I'm gonna go fight, but it's just that inner will to make things happen, because we have that power, and to feel empowered again. And I just feel like I have this whole thing of like a trident, and I'm like ready, you know? Do you feel that power?
We are super high now. Yes, I feel that
I
power
feel
too,
like
love.
I'm a Gandalf or something. Like I have this whole stick, you know, and I'm like ready. Like I just do it to the earth, and I'm like, come on, Mama Pachamama, and I just.
What's up, Guana? Yeah, I resonate with everything you say, both of you. Kahuana sosasho kawamata sanakwa. And it's not something I learned from books. I learned about Kuan Yin through my heart, through my feeling. I believe that it was today the first time I read something about her. And then I said to myself, well, it's exactly what I was feeling in my heart, so I didn't need to read that. Yeah, she's compassion. She's to me, she's very connected. Like Mayra said to all the Marias, the Maria Magdalene, Maria the Mother Mary. But like she said, like all the mother energy, all the feminine energy that we need in these times, also to face reality in the most authentic way and in harmony. Hana sosa shika mabaka tosanaka, and she give us that strength, that courage, that power to face things without having to really fight, but just have the peace inside to respond in situations that maybe years ago we wouldn't respond with good manners because we will feel like triggered or something like that. So she brings a lot of calmness into my life as well. She calm me down when I'm being bombarded by nonsense things. So yeah, that's harmony. Kasha maso shana wamakana. Of course, the angels are there also doing their jobs, but they are all complementary and working together. Haso Shana and the dragons, of course. Hatunaka. Meli, would you like to add anything else about Kuan Yin to Shuana?
Yeah, I feel like her energy is very gentle and very wise, and that the dragon thing landed with me as soon as Myra said it, but I feel like she's here to teach us like the virtues of like compassion and grace, and having compassion for others. That's just landed in me, but like it's maybe because I've been singing mantras like to Green Tara today, but I really do feel her energy is quite connected to Green Tara, and the lotus flower, and yeah, just like helps you feel like enlightened and uplifted and love, like most of them do. Like she's one of the more gentle mothers, compassionate. Yeah.
Do you also feel her connected to Mother Mary?
Yeah, I like that's what I feel like they all have a place, but they all have the same virtues at the same time.
Yeah, and
the
Isis
divine family.
Also.
Yeah.
I feel the connection with Isis a lot. Aswanagata nishana unagaitanu anakawata sosona kuanaka asonakata. So what I found is that she is the embodiment of compassion. Kuan Yin is known as she who hears the cries of the world. Kuan Yin is the protector of women, children, sailors, fishermen, anyone in trouble, and the sick, the disabled, and the poor. She can manifest in whatever form and will most effectively free beings from suffering. By the 9th century, Kuan Yin had become the main representation of compassion in China, and from there her veneration spread across Asia, Eventually, she became known by many names, including Canon in Japan and Quan An in Vietnam, to Saumas Ashana. These are just some things that I found like interesting to just share. Hasana Kuana. But I truly keep what we share from our hearts, what she truly represents. To me, that is more authentic than any text out there. Hana Sana Kata. And if we do like a same question, like in few months or in a year time, we will see how the meaning of Kuan Yin evolves. Hanana. And that's what I love seeing and experiencing when I do gatherings like this, how the same being represent much more to our hearts. And this is because we are opening, this is because we are working with her energy, and because we are really getting to know her, but from the inside out. Kusana sana kuata. Sawama. So lovely, so wonderful. Kasana kuata. Sana kuanasa.
I'm just reading this guidance from my priestess codes book, and it says YIN is the Burmese adaptation of the Indian deity Yin, the Buddhist Bodhisattva associated with the great compassion. She is often revered to be the most beloved Buddhist divinity, with miraculous powers to help those who pray to her. She has the ability to carry departed souls in a lotus flower to the hereafter. Yeah.
So wonderful. So nice. So powerful. And
yeah.
And it's a shape shifter as well. So she can come in any form, in any shape or form. Kasuna Sanika Sawama Sama Kusana. And I feel that she's doing that, what she's doing here, passing energy to humanity so that we can blossom. Kaamos Anisa Kuana Kaata. She's been doing that for a long time. Because I didn't even know her like 4 years ago, and I didn't know her name, but I saw her in my visions, and then I found out later on that she's called Kuan Yin, Kakusanaka.
That's how she came to me too. I didn't really know about her.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
I love that. I really love that when things happen before we get them from the internet or from something like that, from a book, and that gives us the faith, the confirmation of what we are channeling is actually beyond what is already written in the books. Kaso Sashana Kaana. I'm not against books, but I always support more what it comes from the heart. Kaumana, because the heart is constantly bringing information, and very alive information, like the last news about Kuan Yin can come through the heart from anyone. Tasana wama tasun dasachana kumasa yama hasunai shenamu masumai shenamu hanamu saine masamu masai chanamu masana yashana oma sana kumosu Iseneka wuma saya no so se shanamu kanaka shaneka wuma shayana ture shenako hatushana. It's just let your heart, your expression flow naturally in any situation, in any circumstances. She's there to support us. If we are going through an interview or something very challenging in the 3D, to feel her presence is going to give us that confidence, Tichanaka, because her energy is not like other entities that put some energy in you so that you get confident about it. No, her energy activates our own powers. Hashana Wana. And that's why I feel her energy, like Melissa says, so gentle, but as well very, very powerful, very, very unique, because she activates our power instead of just providing for that moment. Yeah, and when she appears to me in my visions, she always comes with Mother Mary and Maria Magdalena. She always comes like if they are team workers. And the dragons are very connected, yes, super connected. Kuka, Kukuana, Sana, Kuto, Asu Sana. Watanika. Okay, should we do the intentions?
Can I just say one more?
Keira wants to say something.
But just like a reminder that she brings the teaching and the accessibility to alchemize anything that feels unclear or unresolved in our heart and purify it.
That's the power of her compassion. No? Like she brings the energy, and having the energy, we can do the job of transforming and transmuting. But yeah, what I feel from her energy is that she delivered the energy for us to do the work.
Yes.
Instead, like other beings that they come and they do it like for you in bracket, no? Or they try to make you understand that it's them making it for you. At the end of the day, we are doing it ourselves. Everything. That's why we should be more proud of ourselves, or how far we managed to live life, how far we managed to release so much nonsense, and how much power we are feeling to make things better, because we are not giving up. We are not giving up, and we are becoming stronger. Not only not giving up, but becoming stronger. Like Mayra was saying, I'm here with my trident. I'm gonna transform everything. Yeah,
Her musical trident.
So saw number 7. Does number 7 represent anything to anybody?
Number 7 represents many things to us. Yes. Why that number came to you now?
Just now? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. To me, number 7 is a cycle. It's like the 7 days of the week. Like the world was created in 7 days, they say, no? Things like that. And to me, the 7th is cycle, transformation, cycle, ending and starting new things. That's what I feel from the number 7 most of the time, and a very peaceful, cute number. When I see it, I see it very cute for some reason. I really like it. I see it more pretty. And yeah, I believe that it has many more meanings. But this is what I feel in my heart: the cycle that we are changing, transforming, starting.
Yeah, I think it's more of a transformation. Be ready for change. That's what I'm gathering.
Yes.
Be ready for change.
Be ready for
transforming, like metamorphosis, like a butterfly. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Also, be ready, but we are already doing it. We are already transforming a lot, really. Yesterday was super powerful, and that's why a lot of people were feeling tired, because the transformation leaves your body tired. It's not bad. It's not bad tiredness. It's just that you need to rest a little bit and flow with it. Yes, Kate.
The 7th planet from the sun is Uranus, and it's like about major change.
Yes. Yes.
That's what I gathered too. Change, transformation, metamorphosis. Be ready, be ready, be ready. And I saw a big 7 like this, like like okay, with the shadow in the back. Like, you know how when you saw the moon and how the moon would fully cover the sun, you saw the shadow in the back. You know, that white shadow. What is it that they called it? They kept calling it the what?
Corona.
Corona. There you go.
Corona.
The corona. And what's corona in Spanish?
Crown.
Right? Crown. Right? So I saw that in a 7. Exactly like that. Shadow in the back and the luminous light in the front. We're ready. We're getting ready.
We are ready to be crowned.
Where I am ready to take my power back with my Triton.
O samaku samamusa, so sakaku machasanamo. O sane katos amo machana. O shiniti shamuma kaantu masha shawa. O sashinak. Asenek inis inika wamapuku hanak. We rejoice in your happiness. Uanata, as you empower yourselves more and more. Has ose shamu. Asanaku seishemekaku mas. Celebration taku hana. Senitana, more time for celebration. Hashanak ana. Oh, mase matsu shishnaka. They say gradually you will feel that everything is less, more and more effortless. Shanaka san shana. The more you get into alignment, the more you will feel like surfing a wave. Like everything goes smooth, everything takes you to the direction where you need to go. Hasashi sanakana. That's why it's so important now more than ever to keep your vibes up, high, doing things that excite you the most, doing those things without feeling forced to do anything, just doing things from pleasure, from wanting to do it, from feeling free to do it. Hasashena simama sosama matanamu anasayene kana saternikana sanaka, times for self-love. Hasana kuana. Before where that was mentioning by Mayra, that we should be the ones giving us presents. If we want flower, we get flower for ourselves. If we want something else, we just get it for ourselves. Why? Because that is the circuitry of what is happening, the circuitry of giving and receiving. But who else is gonna be more understandable or more aware of what you truly need? Hawana, no one but you is going to be aware of that. Hasana sonatiana. That's why the clarity is coming so straight. Takuwana, so direct. Tusana sasonakata. Shunokuntu nikanaka. I wish I could listen to these vibrations that Mayra is producing with the folks. Hashukua tanagwana. Sunua, activate the mic and see if we can listen to it. No. I think it's the Zoom has this denoising mode that doesn't allow the vibration to come through. Have you got somewhere to press in the corner like we have here in the computer that it says original sound for musicians?
No.
You don't have that, no, in the mobile. I think it only
No.
appears in computers. In the computer, it gives you the opportunity, and if you play instruments, you can hear the instrument. If I turn that off and I play drums and I'm talking, you will only hear me talking, but you won't hear the drum. They did that way. And they could have lived it normal.
Yeah. You know, but what's normalcy? What's normalcy, Ismael?
I'm not gonna go into that.
This is rejuvenation for ourselves. Yeah, especially now that we're going through so many changes, our neurological, you know, and our spinal cord is going through a lot of changes, and we sometimes I feel like they zap me, you know, like when you get zapped, you know, I feel like a mosquito sometimes because they zap me, and I'm like, oh, and I feel like this it shoots up or shoot, yeah. Can I share something with you? Do you remember that meditation you told me to listen to? So you know what I saw?
What
was
did
the
you see?
spiral of hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds, wow.
A spiral of hummingbirds.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And I was like, what is
I'm very
this?
connected to them, Shoshana.
The hummingbirds. So I love birds. I love colors. I just love birds. But hummingbirds, I said, oh, that's very intrigued, you know? Like I was very intrigued by it. I was like, but like a whole big spiral all over Stonehenge. Like I was like, oh, I have to tell him before I forget. I'm telling you.
Thank you, Mayra. Thank you. Because yeah, this is a bird that is very present with me, and I feel that they are like very connected to the fairies and to the elementals. Actually, when I see it and I observe it like in a documentary or somewhere else, it's like, to me, it's like I'm seeing a fairy. It's like they have these unreal movements with the wings and the way they stay in the air, like, wow, they are magic, and they are truly magic birds. What, Anna?
I pulled a hummingbird.
Yeah, Melly?
I pulled a hummingbird card the other night, and then I did see a hummingbird in my meditation. But I think that it was the hummingbird spirit animal, and basically it was because the hummingbird's always hovering and busy. It was telling me to like slow down. Everything was telling me to slow down.
I'm getting also, they also bring the nectar to life. The nectar to our lives.
That's what I got too.
Yes?
It was, the pollination and how they're so flexible and how they're so playful, because they play with all the flowers and they're not just stagnant with one. They're just going and they're pollinating and they're giving their nectar and they're giving their love to every single one. So that's like to be that, you know, to be more fluent, to be more flowy, to be more in tune, and to be more flexible. That's what I got, like flexibility. Yeah.
Hummingbird spirit 104. Let's see what this says.
It's 104?
Yeah, it's in the page 104 of this oracle.
That's a 5 number. That's abundance.
Abundance. In these cards, it's the animal spirit, like this. Yeah. In these cards, they say, "Be here now."
Yeah.
The oracle message, the hummingbird's wings beat so swiftly, and it can hover in seeming stillness as it drinks deeply from a flower. Hummingbird spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the eternal now, the timeless present. Here and now, you are becoming the person you wish to be, to have the experiences you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for what you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. Hummingbird spirit message is that you have no need to go about in search of something better. We were talking about this. We've been talking about this. For all that you require and desire is before you. You will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to Spirit, who loves you unconditionally and will always provide for you. Sushana Kuana. Taswana. It's so connected to what we were talking. Shuana,
Tell me how connected we are, guys.
before recording, even Tasawama, we were talking about these things also. Asana Kuata Shana. And this is why I so love this gathering as well. Because we become the reflection of everything that already is out there. It's like we were saying, we had the opportunity to go and research about QUAN YIN, or we can just channel what QUAN YIN means to us. Hasisana Kotana. And this every week is proven or proving that we are so in alignment. We are so in alignment because sometimes I go and do some research about the things we were talking just for, I don't know, for just for curiosity, and then I get everything that we talk about, and we didn't look anywhere. We just knew somehow from our hearts, and this is the trust that we need to be more aware of. That like this card say from the hummingbird, or the spirit says, is everything there already, so you don't need to search anywhere. It's already there, so trust by just being you, authentically you, that everything is there. Whatever you need to do is there. No more, no less. It's only your mind maybe telling you that you need to do more things because you had that programming. But honestly, we just need to be present. We just need to be present. Enjoy our food, enjoy our drinks, enjoy the people we are with, anything we do really. A trip, a flower, Kasana, our companion, cat, dog, any bird, Shuanaka Sana Sakikana. It's so simple. But the human mind for centuries and centuries have been drawn to complexity. That masculine energy has been trying to see everything from the logic, only from the logical thing, or information, and yeah, forgetting a lot about just being, just being here, present, and just being. And why is not enough to just be here? Why is not enough just to be alive and breathing and be grateful for that? But to me, it's more than enough. Every day, more and more. Yes, and that is also releasing the fear to death. Like when my mom passed, that was so traumatic that made me feel fear about dying. When one of my roles I know on earth is to help people to drop the fear from dying and help people understand that it's just a transition. It's actually an awakening when we die. But when something comes to your life so unexpected and so in such a traumatic way, it can hit you deep inside and bring fears, a lot of fears to the surface. And yes, the more I live every moment, the less fear I have to that moment whenever it comes. That can be tomorrow or the day after. But now more than ever, I don't care. I don't care, honestly, because I don't feel that is anything bad like they have tried to make us believe, or all the drama that we have been creating just because we haven't been educated or induced into the understanding of what it truly is. We've been listening to so much negativity connected to death, like something negative, like something from the darkness, which is not. Just to me, it's an awakening now. I know that the day I die, I'm gonna wake up. My consciousness is gonna wake up even more than it's awake now. So I'm not really. That doesn't mean that I don't want to keep living, making the most of whatever happened every day. No. It's because I remember when my mom was still alive, that I was telling Mom, you know, I'm having these dreams that I'm leaving my body and I don't want to come back. And then I told her that like something so very natural, like just sharing whilst we were eating our food, our lunch. And then when my brothers and my cousins came and all the family came the day after, she started talking to each of them, telling that Ismael is having suicidal thoughts. She was worried about me having suicidal thoughts because I am understanding death in a different way. So the programming can go so far in some people that if you just say that you are releasing the fear to death, they might think that you are just planning to suicide yourself or commit suicide, and it's nothing to do with that. It's the contrary. I'm living life like the best time ever before, better than before, than ever before. And so yeah, so the more we release the fear to death, the more we enjoy also life. So there's many things that make the human being struggle. Most things are originated from that fear that we have to the moment of dying. A lot of things are so connected to that, and that's why I want to also play my role or bring what I can to the world in that matter, so that we can live life better and enjoy life more. Yeah, it's something that has been a taboo for so long, and I think we need to start talking more about it. Just as something natural, because the human mind, until you don't talk about these type of things naturally, it doesn't normalize the reality, doesn't normalize that reality of that moment. So we need to start, I believe, we need to start talking more about death. Not as a you have to, but more like anything else that we talk about, like in life. Yeah, I think it will be very helpful if we start organizing more like workshops or things where we talk more about death and like something natural. Yeah, Mayra, what did you want to say?
Do you know, one of the things that I tell my husband is that I always tell him that I say, you know, if I were to die today, this is the way I would like to be cremated. And then once I'm cremated, I want to be set with the tree so I can grow with that tree. So buy a small tree and I want to grow with that tree. And it is so true because it is a taboo. You know, people have this whole thing about, oh, I'm going to die. But it's a transition, as you said. And also, I think it has a lot to do with how our society, our religions have put that in our minds, that if we've been bad because, you know, we are bad, we're going to get punished by God. And that, as we know it, because we are in this walk of life, we know that God doesn't punish us. We know that, right? Because how can the love that God has for us, how can he punish us for the little things that don't even matter? Because it's us punishing ourselves, and it's us not forgiving ourselves. So it's easier to start pointing fingers at a God, because that's what religion has done to us, right? So when I talk about these topics, and I'm very open, as you know, I am a nurse, so we do see a lot of deaths. And for me, I'm an organ donor too, you know, in my license, just because I feel, and in all of me, I feel that if I can save a life, if my eyes can be somebody else's eyes, or if my heart can be somebody else's heart, why not? And give them 5 extra years, or give them 10 extra years, or give them a full life that maybe they never had, right? So yeah,
very big heart.
Yeah.
They will get an extra bonus.
Yeah, you know, and I'm a tissue organ. And I actually did meet one girl. She was in my college class when I was taking my prerequisites to become a nurse, that she had a cornea transplant, which I had never heard of, you know, and I was becoming a nurse then. And I said, man, what she told me was, that was the gift of me to be able to see the world. Because of a donor, I am able to see the world. And she had cornea transplants on both eyes, you know? And I also have a very good friend of mine that he was born blind, and he didn't have the optic nerve for the chiasm, for optic nerve number 2 for the eyes. So he was not born with that. But whenever he used to look at me, it was the funniest thing, because he's like, but I love your colors. And I'm like, Roberto, you're crazy. How do you see colors if you're blind, you know? And that was my reaction. I'm like, yeah, Roberto loved Spain. He's actually from Cuba, but he loved traveling to Spain. And Roberto, he was the funniest, and he would say, but you have this radiance, you have this sun, this yellow around you. And I'm like, Roberto, are you kidding me? How are you able to see colors? He's like, Myra, it's more than what you and I see with our naked eye, you know? Exactly. And yeah, it was a pretty cool learning. You know, you just meet people over the course of your life that are so amazing, and they impact you so much. And for me, he was one of my biggest impactful persons in my life. Like, he was so amazing, and he's so amazing. Yeah. So.
And it's not the first time that I hear that someone who is hair impaired, or yes, that they have any disability, that they develop this spiritual ability to see or to hear beings, or to sense them. Yes, that happens. I have met a few in the course of my life as well, and they also helped me a lot to believe beyond what the naked eye is capable to see. Yeah. whatnot.
Yeah, because
they are messengers for that.
What he used to explain is, he's like, but we have so many bodies, and he's like, and every body is different colors. And I was like, oh, okay. And he would say that to me, and he's like, but your color is yellow because you're radiance, you're like a golden color, and yellow and orange and all the happy colors, he used to say. And I'm like, okay. You know, but yeah, that was pretty cool. That was so many years ago. But he was my cool friend that I truly admired, you know. Because with all his disabilities and everything, he still believed, and he still worked hard, and he still went to college, and he still did everything. He traveled, he did all these things that other people were scared of doing. And he would travel
without having disabilities.
Without having, exactly. And that's what he would say. He would say that. He's like, no, how about he was he had a master's in engineering, computer engineering of all things, right? And I'm like, dude, but how do you, he's like, don't worry. He would always used to fix my computer and my phone, and he would just put the phone to his ear, and he would just start clicking away, and he's like, okay, it's done. I'm like, wow. Who are you? What are you? You know, I would always bother him, and he was like, he was one of my really good friends. So, yeah, he's an amazing soul.
Where is he now? In Spain?
I don't know. I think so, because he found a girlfriend, and his girlfriend was from Spain. So I think, yeah, it was the funniest. I was like, oh my God, you're gonna move? And he's like, yeah, you know, I belong to the world. I'm like, okay, go do your thing. Because he loved traveling. He loved traveling. He had traveled. He had done a lot of like, he used to train other people with disabilities. So it was pretty cool. Amazing beings, you know. And then there's those people that don't want to do anything with their lives, and that have this whole thing, and you're like, but why? You have this capacity, you have the brain, you have the intelligence, you have the support, you know. So yeah, it's all good. We're all learning, right? We're all learning.
I really admire
journey.
all of them. Everybody I see with a disability, and they are capable to keep going. I say, oh my God, chapeau! I take my hat off. Because, amazing.
It is amazing.
They give us always that message. What I'm complaining about?
Why
I'm complaining? If I have
everything.
What I need. I have all I need to be here. So it's very special souls. Very special. The ones who decide to come in such a limited way, no? Because they show that they have more capabilities than us. Develop.
For sure. I tell you, he was so smart. Like, I used to have him for English class as well. And for English class, I had another professor. My professor in English was blind, because he got blind when he was 19 years old, because somebody shot him in the head. And when they shot him in the head, it went from the back to they shot him from the back to the front. So it took away his chiasm, his optic nerve. So since the age of 19, he had been blind. And that happened at the campus where he was going to school. And he became blind, but he was such an amazing professor too. Like, he had been blind since 19, and when I had him, he was like in his late 40s. But that man, I tell you, like, I'm like, wow. And he would always say that. He's like, no. And he was so strict, you know, that you would think, oh no, but he's blind, he's not gonna know. Oh no, he knew everything that was going on in that class. Like, everything. And he would just point at you and say, out of my class. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what? Do you have your third eye open? I would always think in my head, I'm like, your third eye must be open. Yeah. Amazing. It's just amazing.
It's amazing. really amazing
Yeah.
beings. Also the,
Oh, yeah.
the people who are boxed into Down syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
I find them incredible beings. Incredible, so powerful beings. In Spain there is like some sort of revolution of the Down syndrome, reivindicating and fighting for their rights, their rights for integrity in society. They are all coming to the media to protesting and saying what they think. Yeah, and that to me is a big step in evolution. If Down syndromes are gathering to fight for the human rights and the integration into society, that's the future.
Do you know, so I am very interested. I don't know if we got off topic, guys, but I want to talk about this.
Don't worry.
So, you know, I'm a nurse, but I am a nurse for kids with disabilities. Most of our kids in the hospital, they have a genetic, right? So it's a genetic predisposition because kids are not born, they're born with their disabilities and they're born with their gene mutations and their DNA things and everything. Adults, some of us, most of us, the reason why we have a lot of disease is because it's a lifestyle. But with children is not. It's because their parents gave it to them. Okay? So I love kids with Down syndrome. They're like my favorite kids. When I tell you this, they're like
pure love.
They're pure love.
In the highest level of.
So
they don't process before giving you a hug or sharing with you something. They don't process even if you deserve it or you don't deserve it. They just give it to you. They are just pure love in action.
Yeah. So when I started asking my angels what was going on, even now with all the autism happening as well, I started asking my guides, you know, like what's going on. And one of the answers that I got for the kiddos with the Down syndrome is that these kids are from a 5D. You know, they're coming to us from 5D to a 3D. So that's the reason why they're pure love, because that's their essence, that is their energy, you know, and they were put here to give us that energy that we need because we were so dense. And now I ask the same questions about the autism that we're seeing and now more prevalent in the last 15 years. And they said the same thing about the kids, because they are like, if we think the Down syndrome kids are this benevolence, right? Autistic kids are that and more. So they come from a higher frequency that we do not understand because we are not living in that frequency. But that's the reason why they're here, to kind of like, you know, when you plug something and something positive starts to happen, that's what's happening. And the children that are born autistic is because their parents are starseeds. So that's what my guides told me. And I'm like, oh, it makes a lot of sense, you know, because it's like when I don't know if you've ever been around autistic kids, when they don't resonate with your energy, they tend to be aggressive. Yeah. Very aggressive. Yeah.
I'm coaching three boys with autistic.
And boys?
They are autistic. And their parents, the 3 boys, I don't have a doubt that they are starseeds, but they are not awakened yet.
They're not awakened,
And the
that's
children
what happens.
are helping them.
Helping them, yeah. That's what I was told too. They said they need to be awakened, and the children are their awakening. It's an awakening process for
Yes.
them,
Yes.
because they don't operate like we do in a language where they speak, where they communicate. They communicate is through pure frequencies and energy. So that's why when you see an autistic kid going out and doing all these things, it's because that energy is not in tune with theirs.
Yes.
And since they cannot vocalize it, that's the reason
Yes.
why they have those bad tantrums and that aggressiveness.
Yeah.
But they're amazing humans, you know. They're here
incredible.
to kind of save us in a sense, right? But yeah, I mean, I love
interesting that we
children.
consider. It's so interesting that humanity has been considering these children or these people like tagged, put into boxes, believing that they are inferior to us. And it's the contrary. They are here to really help us with the awakening and the understanding of the other dimensions.
Oh yeah. When you understand that, like now, I tend to speak a lot to the kiddos, to the parents of the kids, just because I like talking. And when we start talking, most of them, they're so spiritual, you know. And I start talking to them about all these beautiful things, and I'm like, and I have one mom specifically that her and I, we became friends because we just talk about everything. Her kid has she's not able to walk, she's not able to anything, but I always tell her, your kiddo is so special. And I grab the kiddo's face, and I'm like, thank you so much, because I just love those kids. So, you know, it takes, it's energy. That's all that is.
And you had to be, like I said before, you had to be a very, very big soul, very, very old soul, and a very big soul to take that decision of coming to Earth with those, in bracket, limitations.
Only the strongest are here, though. You know, when you start thinking about like how humanity, how we are, and now with all the changes that we're going through, like that's one of the things I ask myself. And you know, many answers, the same answers. I always get the same answers. Is only the strongest and the most courageous were the chosen ones, because you were chosen to be here. To be in this timeline, in this time, in this space, in this now. Only the strong ones were chosen to be here. And I'm like, oh yeah, for the transition, right? For the evolution and what Earth is doing. So I understand a lot of the things, you know. But when it comes to these kids, I'm like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is a blessing. Yeah.
I can see that when I'm coaching them and the parents are too much in the top of them, they get very aggressive, and I need to tell to the parents, just let me do it. Let me do the basketball coaching. Let me do my job, in bracket, because it's not really my job. But I offer myself to do it, and when you let them be, they start shining as well, and they start having so much fun with it, and they don't want to leave the basketball court. The parents, come on, we need to go, we have dinner, we need to go home. No, we want to play more, and they start shouting like, whoa. But yes, that's the essence, no? The pure essence that they share with you, and how much they appreciate that you are with them there, having some time without pushing them, without giving them orders, because these parents have found out that they are giving orders like to any other child, and And sometimes I tell, do you mind if I tell you something like regarding the education? I'm not telling you that you are doing bad education to your child, but try not to give them orders. Try not to try to don't give orders. Try to just switch the way of telling the child things in a different way, because they are capable to feel the energy with the way you communicate these things, and you can say exactly the same thing so that they can understand it, and with a different energy, and they are going to take it, they are going to understand it, and they are going to collaborate with you much more. And it's really, really a blessing, and you learn from them so much. It's really so nice.
You know what I think they're doing though? The reason why they're here is because we're learning that new way of communication, which is gonna be telepathy, right?
Exactly.
They're opening that space with us.
That's
because there's been, yeah, that's my feeling too. Like
because with them, I don't even need to tell them many things. I just look at them, and with the eye, with the way we look at each other in our eyes, we know what we mean and what we need to do, and that's it. They are.
It's almost as if they're reading your mind, you know.
Yes.
Like it's telepathy. Like that's how I feel too. I feel that they're here to show us that new communication, which is being awakened now this time, right? Yeah, to be able to communicate. Yeah, very cool.
And light languages are playing a very important role with this.
Important role. They're awakening our DNA.
Light languages are meant to be felt. They are meant to be processed with the heart and not with the mind, and understood with the mind. With the mind, is you try to understand the light language with the mind, you're not gonna get anything. They are created that way so that we don't judge what we are communicating. You can only understand what they mean by feeling them. That's why whenever you are receiving or listening to a light language transmission, the best thing we can do is to open ourselves, just like sponges, to receive. And then you are going to start having feelings, visions, messages, about messages that are very connected to that light language transmission. A lot of the interpretations I do from light languages are feelings, are straight away feelings that come to my heart and give me an understanding of what they are trying to say. And that's the way these children communicate. They look at me and they make me feel things, and I make them feel things too. So it's like a love relationship without talking too much. This is so incredible. It's really a divine opportunity that I'm feeling so naturally, that happens and keep happening there in the middle of a park. And now it's like I started 4 years ago with one child with autistic, and now they are the three of them, and they get on very well now. In the beginning, no, they didn't get on very well, but now basketball is like help them to have fun and to be okay with their massive amount of energy that they are capable to see and move and manipulate. Incredible souls, really. Wow.
Right.
Okay. So should we do some intentions?
I think Keira, she looks sleepy and tired.
Keira is
Keira,
in another world?
Maybe she went to another world.
It's in the seventh heaven. Melissa, how are you doing?
I'm in my bed.
You're in your bed.
It's like 2
That's
in the
nice.
morning here. But
It's
I've
2 a.m.
had a lot of
here.
session in my third eye the whole day. in the front of my head. So I feel like something's unlocking there, so I'm just going with it. But I'm listening. I am listening. I'm still here.
I feel your energies. Yeah, very present. Even when we don't talk. Do you wish to share an intention? For example, energy that could support that area where you're feeling the tension could be one.
Yeah, that would be one. I'm just like, I'm getting lots of like visions right now, so I feel like my third eye is doing something.
It's happening a lot.
And yeah, so I learned something the other day about the energies and being aware. It was to do with the womb as well, but sometimes when we're sitting, and I think this is just a kind of like spread awareness, but sometimes when we're sitting in funky energies, but you're sitting there and you're like, I'm doing all the right things, I'm like I'm trying to lift my vibrations up. Sometimes it's ourselves on another timeline that might be going through a different time, so to like bring, when you're doing in your clearings, to clear it on all timelines and between timelines as well, to like just bring that into your practice when you're doing your clearings, to clear all timelines and between timelines, because you could be feeling really, really good in one timeline but experiencing something not so good in another timeline of your life, or it could go back into, I think you said that in the angel invocation as well, of like on all levels. Like it was repeated, like saying all levels. So that's like something that we really need to like start bringing into our practices, like the timelines, all levels, all belief levels as well. And yeah, and I just want to send support to everyone that is going through this massive transformation, and may we all come out the other end of it.
I'm feeling 3 things. Let's see if I remember all of them, but as you were talking, they were coming. One thing is that the veil that separates one life from another is getting thinner and thinner, so that we can also integrate the abilities that we have in other timelines. So when the veil becomes thinner, other things that might be there troubling us in another lifetime, it can affect us also. So the goodness and the bad things affect us big ways. So that's why we are also getting these like amazing things that excite us a lot, and then sometimes it comes with things that we don't even know where they come from. And the other 2 things I don't remember now, because they come like so much like flashes, like and if I don't say that, I should write them down. I should have up. Yeah, I'm gonna do that from now on in the meetings, because it's happening more and more, and the messages come like so quickly, and there are so many things that are happening at the same time. The other thing is, the more sensitive we become to life, the more sensitive we become also to everything. to everything else. So the collective, we are very much capable to feel the collective, and the collective is going through a massive transformation as well, and we are dealing with a powerful transformation. But the way that many people out there from the collective are experiencing this transformation is not really pleasant, and we are capable to tap into that energy. No, just because we are sensitive, just because we are open to feel anything, that we can.
The receivers.
We are receivers and givers and receivers, and we are becoming better givers and becoming better receivers. So we are becoming that flower, no, blossoming, like, and when it blossoms, the flower is exposed to anything that exists everywhere. So it's like, oh my God, where is this coming from? Well, that might not even be from you as you consider you. At the end of the day, it's you as well, because you are one. But in a way that, like, we talk like, I am me, Melissa, or I am me, Ismael. No, it's not coming directly. Many things are not coming directly, not even from our lineage. It's coming from the collective, because we are more and more capable to feel it. So my intentions is to bring love to all of us so that we can deal with these energies, and QUAN is a specialist on that. So that please, QUAN, send us love and energy so that we can sort of filter these dark emotions from others in a way that doesn't upset our rhythm of evolution. They are telling me that we will get to a point that we will be able to feel these things and automatically put them aside. It's like, but this is something that we are learning to do gradually. So yeah, QUAN, please send us love and energy so that we can do it by ourselves. Do that filtering, do that discerning of, or selective measurement of what we should take and we shouldn't take. Kakusanes ini misnana sosinika musana sana musane shana amosane kana sana ahanata mosana kana sana amosana. They are also telling me about people getting symptoms or changes in their body, like rashes or things like that. This is part also of this transformation. A lot of these things don't come because you have an issue in your body. They are also happening because the body is completely getting transformed. Everything is changing. We've been listening to this for a long while, but now we are experiencing a massive change and metamorphosis, like Mayra said. So in that metamorphosis, we might see things like, personally, I feel like if I've been bitten by mosquitoes all over my body, and then it's impossible that a mosquito went inside my clothes. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but I have so many all everywhere in my body, and they are very itchy. And then I was like in a meditation before we came to the group. I was like, well, why is this? Why this is happening? This cannot be all mosquitoes, because they are like massive swollen things like this in my skin, and they say, you are changing, you are changing. That's what I kept hearing. You are changing, you are changing, and don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Another thing that I see in society is being very obsessed with taking complementary vitamins, yeah, things to complete in a way their diet and things like that. And one of the messages I was receiving is like, if you put all your beliefs that you are not, that you need to take tablets, that you need to get supplements constantly, you are disempowering your body in creating these substances. This is a message I got this morning, and it's because the other day playing basketball, one of my friends told me that his wife is taking like 20-25 different bottles of complements or supplements, and then this morning I felt why for some reason that came to my mind, and I asked why, and sometimes it's part of the programming to believe that we are not sufficient, that we are not capable with our bodies to create things and substances, and our body is very capable to do it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't listen to your body, because we were actually talking about that before, but not like in an obsessive way, because if we get to the point of getting very obsessive about taking supplements, we are sending a message to ourselves and to the creation that we are not capable to produce substances anymore, and our body is very well engineered to create many things that the human being or the human mind still don't believe. But we are even capable to regenerate limbs. We are capable to regenerate any sickness can be healed automatically. We just don't believe that it's possible. But there are so many people who have healed their own cancer, like Louise Hay. She became very famous because she wrote the book about how she healed her own cancer. And there are so many cases like this that usually don't come to the media, but they are there, and doctors cannot explain how they can do that. One of the reasons is that is our power of belief, of understanding that we are incredible beings, and that we are capable to even replace substances and create substances. It's like alchemy. In many lifetimes we have experienced that, and when the veil or the veils are getting thinner, many of us are getting the downloads or memories from these lifetimes when we were aware and we believed that we were capable to heal our bodies and replace substances, instead of having to feel like dependent in something exterior. So
that's very true, because see your friend, as soon as she stops taking them, like, because I did I mean, it was a vegan thing. I did like a supplement, protein, greens, and all this stuff. Like, and you did it for 30 days, including healthy eating as well. But it was very programmed, like, oh, you have this and you have that and you have this. And it had every mineral, every vitamin that you could ever possibly list and your recommended daily allowance. But see, when you stopped that, your body reacts to that as well. like it has the opposite effect. It's like you feel really good and glowy in your skin, like you look all healthy, but as soon as you stop that, your body reacts to that as well. Like I can mind my hair, like losing so much hair after coming off of that as well. And just like it was just it reacted in my nails and my hair and things like that. So it's just but my body fixed it, you know. It
your body fixed
out.
it, and your body, when you believe, when you truly believe, you also allow your body to tell you what food you need to eat. If you are codependent of a supplement, you are not allowing the natural communication from the body. Because your body is gonna tell you, now what do I feel? What do I fancy? More celery or more carrots. So in order to you need to
I don't regret doing that, because the things that I've learned, the things I learned through doing that program made me think more healthier, I suppose, made me eat more consciously. So
and that because we've been through that, we resonate more with what we are saying now. Because maybe if I didn't go through that, when I got this message this morning about for that woman, maybe it would have been like, I don't even pay attention if I didn't go through the process. But when I heard those words from my higher self, I say, I totally agree with that. I resonate 100%. We shouldn't be taking like 8. I mean, again, I say, if you take some supplements, okay, but this lady has like 20 bottles. So, and every morning, like my friend, her husband, he was telling me, it's like she's obsessed. It's like, and she hasn't got from a particular bottle any left. She get like mental. It's like she needs to go. So that it has become more like an obsessive addiction already. So that's not good anymore. That's not doing.
Can I say something?
Sure, you can say everything you want.
Everything? You sure about that?
Well, maybe.
Listen,
I'm
we
not
can
sure
be here
if there
for
are children
hours, my
watching.
Listen. So I had, as soon as you said, when you said heal, automatically I thought of Kuan Yin, because she healed herself with water, with sacred water. She would talk to the water. She would resonate with the water cells in her body. And that's how she was able to heal herself. And she went through the transformation because she was, so according to her legend, to her story, is that she was abused, right, in her village, and they killed all her family, and they took her as a little girl. So she had these traumas in her life. And then she was found in a forest, and a magician, which we know was the dragon, came and helped her in a physical body of a man. And she worked through it. And the way she did it was through water. So as soon as you said that, like something came up and said, heal with sacred water. Because that's what Kuan Yin did. And that's what we should be doing. Because now with the sacred waters are rising, it's going to be good. And we are 70+% water.
Exactly.
So giving your intention to the water, because as you said, the body is such a perfect, in alignment with all that we are. It's a perfect made
we don't give credit
chemical.
of how
We
magic is our body, not yet, and that's why we are so
how are
limited.
how every organ is able to do all its functions. You know, just the liver alone has 300 plus functions. So, you know, so when you heal, when you're trying to do something for your body, do it through water, because water is what we resonate with, and that's what we have inside of ourselves. You know, I've been doing that, and even like yesterday I put out a lot of bottles for the solar eclipse of water, and that's what I've been drinking. And that's how I'm doing my healing process too, is through water.
And also using the forks, like you were using them here, using them also with the water, like heating them next to the water, and then the water
Next
takes
to
that
water.
resonance.
Yeah.
And then we
The
drink
best-
it and create that balance.
And create the balance. The best type of water container is a glass, and it's gonna be the cobalt blue. For healing, it's the cobalt blue.
Cobalt.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the resonating with when you set your intention, and the color for healing. So yeah, you know, all those things. I mean, I started learning, like I follow this lady called Veda, and this other doctor from Netherlands. His name is Dr. Alex Ling, and they talk about the sacred water. And it's so amazing. Veda Austin is her name, the water. And then the researcher, he does research at the Netherlands, and he does sacred water that is harmonized and is thicker than the regular water, because he does like a process, like I don't know specifically what he does, but the molecules of the water change. And it's Dr. Alex Ling, Ling. Very interesting.
Very interesting. I know I'm gonna be also doing a lot with frequency. I'm already doing with my videos, but going much deeper into it's something that fascinates me.
Me too.
Healing,
I love
healing with frequencies.
Yeah, healing with frequencies and healing with water is it's gonna be.
This is what we do with light languages as well.
Yeah.
When we
I know, but
them,
light languages is because it goes straight to the heart, right? And the heart is the everything, and then the water and the elements.
All the blood everywhere, so it goes straight to the heart, and that love goes everywhere. If we truly think about what we are made of and how we are made of, and all the functions that our body have, and everything that we can discover about it, really our mind will blow like. Because I truly believe that we only know a very small percentage of what we are capable of. This is part of also the human evolution and awakening. Discover more and get more. A lot of people relate the spirituality to what we do with the third eye, what we feel in a meditation and all of that. But the thing is that the physical, it has a big also a role to play in, and yeah, I'm very much into doing search and investigation and tests in terms of things that can heal our body, and yeah, it's one of my passions as well. My scientific part of myself, instead of going to becoming a doctor like my father or my oldest brother, it goes more into that, into how frequency affects the water molecules in our body. That's fascinating to me. Yeah, I know that I'm going to dedicate time of my life to that as well at some point.
Water is like an electric magnetic field, and it's like a sponge, so that's like something that I picked up as well. It's like when you're writing down like your manifestations or doing visualizations, always just to have a glass of water there. and feel the energies, feel the frequencies, like really be in that moment, and everything that you're feeling and all the energies that you're feeling is going into that glass of water. And then once you're finished, you drink the glass of water. So it's like you're drinking the frequencies of, and then let it go, basically. Let it flow.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
Let it flow through your body.
Exactly, that's what water is. It's
Yeah.
flowing, you know, it's not
The message
stagnant,
of
it's
flowing
always
is
moving.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. And it's moving.
And that goes also with moving our body, in life. It's flowing, it goes with everything. Because people who get very sedentary, or like I used to be, like working so many hours in the computer, that I really noticed that my system was getting really bad when I was spending like 12 hours in a row in the computer working. That was too much. The message was, you need to flow, you need to move, man. You need to and then is when 4 years ago I started doing more and more basketball again. Susha Muka Musana, and that is everything. Dancing, anything. It doesn't need to be a specific sport. It's just
movement.
Movement, exactly.
Sometimes I find myself, when I'm doing my decrees and my meditation, I start doing this swaying to the side, you know, and I'm like, okay, something is moving. Movement.
When I'm channeling the light languages and the messages of interpretations come through, my body start doing all this movement like this, or in circles. And for some reason, I feel much better. For some reason, I feel that the information comes much easier into my body. And I don't do it voluntarily. I just know that I need to move because I feel like moving. It's like so much energy that I need to move. Otherwise, I feel weird. I feel like it happens to you also, no, love?
Yeah, I feel that too. It's like you can't sit still when you're trying.
You cannot stop. If the light language frequency come powerful, the body needs to move somehow. And also when they come with sign languages, the sign languages also, I feel that they are not only expressing things or healing or creating geometries for healing, but it's also allowing the energy to flow through the body. Hashoshanika, Masanika, Asana. It's so cool. I love it every day. Hachunakana. So
what time is it over there, Ismael? So we can let you go and go to sleep.
2:32. 2:32 a.m.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I was going to say, I really like it. I really like to do it at this time also, because the night is so mystical. The night is, I love the night. I love the nights. It's like, for example, yesterday I woke up at 3:03 a.m. And then I was like, what do I do now? And then I did a meditation, and so powerful. After the eclipse, the meditation was so powerful. Sometimes I wish we could do it during this time, and when it's 3 a.m., all the portals get in alignments, all the portals from all dimensions get in alignment. So imagine if we feel the groups already powerful, if we run the groups at 3 a.m., that's gonna be like a blast, like a massive explosion. But
I've been seeing 333 a lot too.
You've been seeing 333?
Yeah, and 303 as well. 333. I've been seeing it a lot more often than not.
To me, it's Trinity. When it comes to the moment I am living, like in terms of time, to me is it's just my hikers are waking me up at that moment, so that I do some energy work for myself or for someone else, and that's what I do. I'm sometimes until it's sunrise, I'm still working with energies, and it's like, yeah, every time I feel more like being a witch in the middle of the forest. Like my own in the middle of nowhere, doing my little things. Ashu mas anawamata ana. Do you need to go, Mayra? No, because there is a transmission that wants to come through, supporting the intentions that we have mentioned. Is there any other intention that you want to share?
I do.
You do?
So
Okay.
my intention is for more discernment for the things that we need in our now moment, for more awareness of our choices, for more pause in our lives, to think about the things that we're going to do, and also to be in alignment with the heart. And above all, to be more compassionate with ourselves, to be compassionate towards others, to be empathy, and to be unity with all that is, with all the kingdoms, with all the kingdoms of earth. And to start aligning with the trees, and to start asking them questions, because they're ready to start answering us. And to be grounded, because in these times we're going to need to be grounded, to find that moment of alignment for every moment of life. Because the moments are going to come, and they're going to be a little challenging, as you were saying, for many of us. But those are going to be ready, those are going to be awakened, and those who are not ready and are not here to do what's highest good for all that is, those are going to be the ones leaving. Because a lot of souls are going to start leaving next year. And that's okay, because we're here to do our mission. That's it.
Thank you, Mayra. That was wonderful.
That's it.
Oh, Sana, that felt so nice. So Aka, will you consider, Mayra, that you were channeling when you were saying that?
Ismael, you always ask me that, my friend. But you know what? Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, you can.
When I have my QHHT, I could not believe all the stuff that I was saying, because I remember everything. But it's the same thing that happens now. It's the subtleties. The things just come, I speak them, and that's it. And I remember everything. You know, the same thing when I go into a trance, when I'm like meditating, especially when I'm doing like a deep meditation, and I go into those layers and layers and layers, I'm able to go in there, but like I remember everything. But in my logical mind, I'm like, that can't be channeling. That can't be my higher self, right? But it is.
It is. 100%. 100%.
It is.
I
And
mean, my heart was going to explode, and I was like knocked out. Suddenly, I was knocked out, like if I was falling asleep, just by listening to the pure love that you were mentioning with your words. I was like falling asleep, but cozy, not knocked out, because I was just resonating with that love so much that I get in that state of relaxation, massive relaxation. Obviously, when I come back and I think about what I just experienced, my higher self ask her if she thinks that she's channeling or not, because it's important to tell her now.
So that's one of the things that I am actually today. I have a gathering that I do at 11 o'clock in the morning with this lady that she channels Mother. She's Mother Earth, Mother, the creation. And her message to me today was saying, you're there. You are already there, but you're covering. You're the one doing it. Nobody else. You're the one doing it. So let go. It's okay. What are you afraid of? You know, but I think it's what Melissa was saying. It's maybe I'm living in a different timeline where I have been prosecuted or where I have been traumatized because of my word, because of my speech, or because of what I've said. And then that what kind of blocks me to being my authentic self.
Did you treat that during that session that you had in QHHT? No? Okay. So
no.
we need to talk then.
And I've been doing a lot of meditations with my throat. I have been doing a lot of meditation because even as a kid, my mother, she would always say, hey, quiet, stay quiet. Nobody's asking your opinion. You're the kid, you know? So it boils from that aspect, but I also feel that it comes from other timelines that it's happening.
May I ask why they didn't treat that in that session? Why did that didn't come to the surface in that session that you had? Yeah.
It just didn't come up. But you know, so funny that you
did you ask any question? Okay.
But it's
after
in my life.
Say that again, Melly.
I was just saying, it's like she's speaking my life too.
So Melissa, you and I are soul sisters, okay?
I know.
So one of the things that after I had my therapy, my session with the lady, you know what was coming up a lot was Hawthorne. And she's sound and frequency. And Hawthorne is specifically for the throat. And she came up a lot. And I was meditating with her frequencies and I was doing, so now I'm able to express myself more than before. But it has been that, you know, where I feel, and it's so cool that today you were talking about fears, because I've had a lot of fears in my life. I used to suffer from panic attacks in the past, you know, and I was a very shy girl when I was little. So I'm very anxious. I was very anxious.
Yeah.
So now I think that that's awakening. I mean, I know that it's awakening. So with that awakening, that's what I ask my guides, what am I here to do? Because I know that I have more. It's not that it's more or less. I know that I'm here to be a mom, but I also know that I'm here to move masses. And I know that because I feel it in my core, you know? But then my question is, how am I going to do that? That's my question.
And the answer is, do you know that you can move masses just by channeling? Exactly, just by being yourself. You don't need to go. It's like the impression that we get about doing something in the world is just like we have these impressions. The typical ones are to go there, be a leader, and be in front of thousands of people, that you influence them in some way or form.
I always get the image of a ripple effect.
Exactly.
You know that?
What Melissa say is that you, by being you, authentically you are sending that wave. It's like a sonar, sending waves of energy of your authentic love. So you are healing masses. You are influencing in masses, just not in the way we've been programmed. because now is when we are understanding more that we don't need to do anything. We just need to be ourselves and be love, and then we are anchoring the love of the heaven on earth. How? Being ourselves. And that is to be a leader as well.
That is, yeah.
That's
I get that all the time, you know, that from my students, which is what I normally get it from. They always tell me, they're like, but you're like our life coach. Like, you're this person that comes and changes us. And I'm like, I don't know how. I just speak from my heart. They're like, because of the way you are, because of the way you touch us, you know. But I've never understood that. Like, I'm like, okay, but I am who I am, you know, and that's what my word is. Like,
enough.
I always say that.
I am
And
who
exactly,
I am, and that is enough.
exactly, and that's where I'm getting to. Like, that's the part that I'm having a hard time with. That I'm like, is that enough, or do I have to be doing more, or you know?
We are all going through that, and today we've been covering that as well. It's like being ourselves is enough. We are already doing a lot. Last week we were talking about that also. That just being ourselves is being completing the mission that we came to do. Just be ourselves. That's it. There is not all that programming of having to go somewhere that you want to go and help children in Africa, in South America, or in your own city, because I'm sure that in every city there are people who are in need. You can do that, but that is not the way that they are telling us to heal masses or to influence into masses. Is more in a different, it's a new way, it's a new era, it's a new world, and it's a different ways of doing things, and the way that they keep telling us that is fundamental, is foundation, is to be ourselves. And then
it's the way that the program, like we've been brought up with the programming of a true leader as well. Like, I mean, Jesus is portrayed as a leader, but Jesus would never say that he was a leader. No. And we just need to be the light. We're like his disciples.
There is nothing more powerful than being love. There is nothing more powerful. Sometimes we spend hours and hours talking, but just being an example, being love to someone, that transforms the life to that person. So there is so many situations where I see that people come and they tell me in the basketball court, thank you. And I say, thank you for what? Oh, thank you for your happiness, for your smile, for blah, blah, blah. And I say, thank you for telling me, no? Thank you for feeling it, for being a receiver. But it's the same feeling, no, Mayra? What you say, it's just me being me. But that's it, because that has a very powerful effect in others. We just don't get the feedback, but we will get the feedback more and more as people awaken. For a long time, we've been doing that to others, and we haven't been noticing the massive changes that we are capable to do in others. But this is also because people they haven't had the courage to say or to tell you, like this person in the court today. She came and said thank you for your smile, for the music that you play every time that you come to the park, for making everyone to cheer up. So, okay, that to me is normal. In my country we do that, especially in the south. We put music everywhere, we cheer up everyone, and this is part of the culture. To me it's normal, but here is having a big impact in that park. At least in that park is having a big impact, and the message is that it's just be you. It's something effortless to me it's effortless. It's just being ourselves.
And just little random acts of kindness as well, like just actually being the embodiment of love. Like if you come in contact with somebody and you see that they've got a really pretty necklace on, just like, oh, you just, or they've got really pretty eyes, you'd just be like, wow, you've got really beautiful eyes, or like, I really like your necklace, it's so unusual. Like just actually connecting and being kind and brightening up somebody's day, like being the reason somebody smiles that day, just from a few kind words, exchanged words. Like that's making an impact on that person's day. And
you're making that person to feel noticed, to feel
yeah,
to feel they exist, because what all the programming and the media has been doing for so long is to create separation, that connection between us, and that you are saying is creating that, oh, she see me. The message is not just the necklace, is that the message is she see me, she appreciate me, she sees something in me, and so that feels good. That really feels good, because the humanity is lacking of that a lot, because it has been a lot of separation made in between us, a lot of separation politically, geopolitically, still with the fear of war, with the fears of you really watch everything in the media, you can get really affected by everything that is going on, and it can make you even think that is the end of the world. It's not. It's actually the beginning. It's a new beginning.
It's the old world that's collapsing.
That's what is dying. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and the
dying,
new world is what's coming. Yeah. But you know, one of the things that I love to do is I like to, you know, when Melissa was saying about the womb, it always brings me back as to why I like to bring women or like groups into my home, because I like gathering with women, especially women, you know, because we are we have so much traumas and so much hurt, you know, that have been passed down through generations and generations and generations. Like I always like to have Mother's Day gatherings here at my house. Like I've been doing it for a few years now, and I just love that, you know. I love gathering all these beautiful mamas and just making sure that they're pampered in my way, you know. And that's like a little piece of the things that I like to do. And that's just me being me, you know? So.
Exactly.
You're already doing it, Myra. You're already doing your purpose.
Yeah, I now, you know, as I am evolving and seeing and feeling, right? Because I am in this flesh, in this bodysuit of flesh. I feel that too. I feel that I am doing that and more, because that's what I'm here to do. And it just comes naturally. Like it's not you know, it's a natural way of being.
And that's sometimes what it makes us believe that it needs to be something else, because it's such an effortless way of being that there is a part of our mind still affected by the programming that thinks that way, that thinks that it can be this, because this is so easy. This is just me being me. In my mission, if I have a mission, it should be more complex. It can be this, and sometimes we have this belief system that it has to be something else. And today is about that. It's about understanding that the mission is to be ourselves. The mission is to be like Kuan Yin, that compassionate being who listens, who do gatherings like you do, Mayra, and what I was feeling also is that you like that gathering, and I was feeling like that's what many women should do also, create more gatherings like that, because you've been through that. So then by nature you need to gather to reflect in each other and to help each other, naturally, just being yourselves. And sometimes just a chat, a talk, or being present with a group of people who have been through similar things, it's transformational. It's so powerful, so powerful. It's wasana, tusana, everything. So yeah, you are doing that and beyond. Plus everything you say that you do as a nurse, with the children, as a donor. It's like, this is a message I got recently. I'm not sure if it was in the Spanish language group or last week in the English one. It's the because we come from source, and when we are source and aware, very aware that we are source, we have that feelings that we are more and more in expansion. So as humans here, we also have that memory from being everything and from being in expansion all the time. So in a way that trick our mind by believing that we should do more things, because as source we were always doing something more and expanding constantly. So when we come to a body, we think that we need to be always doing more things. And what our guides and Kuan Yin and many beings are trying to tell us, that what you are doing is more than enough. That is more than enough. Don't override your energy. Don't make yourself too direct, because a lot of light workers are taking things to the extreme. They are not taking, and that ends in not self-loving. like me working 12 hours in the computer, I was crazy. That wasn't self-love. But I realized later on, and I was like telling to myself, yeah, I love doing this. I love working with energies, organizing events, and designing things for the events and things like that. No, like balance in everything, and time for being in the basketball court, time for this, time for everything, in a way of balance. And telling to myself, if today I managed to reach this amount of things, that was enough. Because often we want to have more hours in the day to do more things, and we go to bed and we say, I wish I did that, I wish I could have done that. All of that, we need to really release it and start surrendering and accepting that what we did during the day was enough. Today was this, tomorrow will be another day. Let's see how many things I can do tomorrow. Let's see. But without putting pressure, without creating like an amount of things that stress me. Nothing there to stress us, just more and more going with the flow, more and more being natural ourselves and enjoying life. So yes, let's send love and light for these intentions. You are at home watching this video, please also share your intentions. You send them, you say, you tell them loud or in silence, they will be heard, and the light languages go there where it's needed. So they have their own intelligence, and when we do this transmission, they will go there where it's needed. They will supply anything you need. Takus ishana wa matana. So take this opportunity also to ask for things for yourselves and for your beloved ones and for the world, the planet, and the collective human Tushuama. Sonaka anasanata. And this is the translation. Wasana wasamuka musaisha maka mohana mukonanik anawa semishana musainet bishiti shamuk ohoto amohana taishana kana hona kanetana kaina goma kanish imita hamo apones isana. To set the intention of sending love is more than enough. Once again, is effortless, Hanakwana, and is efficient and powerful. So from home, you can do the same. You don't have to speak light languages. Kana, you all have the capacity to send powerful love to anything and for anything and for everyone. Kasusaisha mokaina. Senshina mokane, senshana mokusana taima hamo, soshine de shamu papakai shumaka, ai shamakuba sheneka mumasharakaya, ahu makana te shanakuta nekitamo, tu shanika mumaka shanika, omakana ta shenite enekeneki umoko shine, amuhana kosaisha. Amosane keshana. Shishamokan bosen stenemen tambokush nam ukumbaish nek Mokumbas and Shak Uvatane Bak Vashen Senebambo Makam Posante Kembeshen Tanekamo Umaish Nak Umash Anak Anek Amo Sanep Amo Sanep Amo Sanep Epikesh Etek Emek Amor Istanamok anak unek sunek ishamo map okubai senemak umash nakabobakishenek kamo shanek atas ataka hotai shanek asutsana shana umahani sana Saishena Muhatana Mohana Taishanama Uha Mohaishana Tohainaka Hashana Imak Sunekishin Tanakuaha Horinaka Shanaya Homashine Kana Sonaka Anasaishana Aha Makaishana Humasayana Homakayana Kashina Kana Omoka amo saise neta popaishe takawa seishanaka umashinaka hu sime sene teki pishum umasa neme pishikan papa umupapa chumaishanamaka amukana Mukana Sha. And here I felt QUAN YIN so much in alliance with the angelic kingdom. And they were glowing with light. The whole human collective. Usamusara. Dama Anakama. Seni Shintana. They say it's quite normal that you get that sense of feeling that healing is endless, but consider that you are healing long periods of time in your planet. That's why you sense it or you feel it that way from your human perspective or experience, like it's a never-end healing process. It will reach an end in terms of healing. It will take some time just to complete the whole process. You are doing all an amazing job in your planet. Don't put more pressure in yourselves. Don't create more expectations pushed by programming. Really enjoy life when your elemental beings come to you to tell you enjoy life. They really mean it. They really mean it, as is the way. Is the way for self-love, for self-recognition of what you need to do in every moment without feeling pushed negatively in any way, but more like surfing effortlessly every situation. With joy come more healing. With joy comes more balance. With joy, you expand your love into others and become contagious. Hasoshemesheta amakanatana. When your body or your mind come to a point where it says enough is enough, it's truly telling you both that it's enough, that you shouldn't push harder anything in your life or force anything else to manifest in your life. Flow is the word that you've been mentioning today, and it's the key for you to have the best experience in life. Enjoy the flow. Hasuna Anuk Sonetana, enjoy the flow. Hatanuma Etiana, an unique, very unique flow. Hasunyaka. I so much needed that as well. Kasana, anaka, amo, sana. When you start getting these messages, they don't come only as information, but they come also as a reality into your heart. They show you what it means. That's why I'm also fascinated about seeing people channeling more and more, because it's doing so much good to everyone who is into channeling. It's downloading information, it's allowing with awareness. It's like we facilitate, we ease the process because we become more an aware channel, conscious channel. Kamo sana tantana. So something that is meant to be downloaded or transmitted or communicated happens instantly, poof, and becomes part of you. Obviously, everything that we have talked since the beginning, even before we started recording, was completely and all connected. Shashinak anabo mas ama, and this channeling and this information is just a summary of everything, because they say that we are constantly channeling. When we vibrate in high frequency in any gathering, we are all not only reflecting in each other, but also channeling messages that we also consider as normal messages. But they are very profound messages and very transformative messages. And that's why these gatherings are becoming, the number one was transforming, transformational and yes, mind-blowing, but gradually they become something better and better. Hamos ash amok amosa shenis idanu kohata moka amos esene tamok aise amoka anda iseshama kuana. They say, why do you want to be something else? Why you are not happy with being yourselves? Why will you try? Why you try every day to be something else when you are already everything? But you just need to start accepting that. You just need to start integrating that belief instead of trying to be something else because somebody told you that you were not enough at some point. Your own society, your own communication, media, from everywhere you've been bombarded about not being enough. And you were always enough. Hanasoshe, Ichinaka, you cannot be any less than the divine totality. Amakamo, you are created from divine totality and divinity. So you cannot be any less. You cannot be lacking of anything. And if we experience lack, it's because we are still holding into certain beliefs that we are lacking or something. But we are not. And we are demonstrating with little things every day that this is true. This is a very big truth. Because it feels like that. Little things, one another, every day, another and another one and another one, is making our days better and better. And it's making us see that this is not only information, this is experience. This is a fact. This is happening. And we are all seeing and experiencing it. Kamos asana, kenek anta, so touched that you always created the God outside when the God is you, every one of you, Kaamat Ata, and otherwise you wouldn't be able to be one. And the one, Takuwaka, Tasanaka, Tasanaka. And I could keep going, but I'm gonna stop here. Because this is something that happens also with channeling. It's so pleasurable. It's so much love going through you that you will keep going, and there is always information and sometimes.
And then your flesh body is gonna be tired. Your
and then
flesh suit.
Exactly. Tomorrow I could be maybe with I call it a spiritual hangover. That's what happens after a light language gathering. Next day, I'm so happy. I'm so in such an amazing peace, but my body is really like tired, really tired, but good tiredness, very good tiredness. It's like you feel like cozy, like it reminds me when I was a baby, when you have zero worries in your mind. That's the feeling. It's like you are like everything is perfect, but I am tired. That's what I say. Not now, but tomorrow I know I will be. Now I
get dehydrated. Yeah.
Yes,
I get dehydrated after light language. I have to drink like a lot of water, water.
Yeah, that's what I do. A lot of water, treating me well with raw vegetables, and yeah, I optimize those days. I optimize my self-care, let's say, because it works. Because next day I'm already new, so it's worth to do it. It's so amazing. I really like it. It's also an experience. It's experimenting with yourself, and that's part of the learning curve that we came to experience here on Earth. Suanakawama. I'm so glad that you came, Mayra.
Thank
and that
you.
we managed to
so
sort
much.
the internet thing. And
I don't know what was going on. I have no idea.
That was crazy.
I was like, what is it? You were sending me the link. I was trying to do it. I don't know.
That was so crazy. But from now on, I'm going to send you the events from the other website called Universe. Let's see if that works better, because sometimes what happens is that depending on what country you are, they are limitations. Yeah, because there is a market with these things as well, a market that we don't see and that we think that is universal, and no, they also create limitations for some reasons, for marketing or for something. So yeah, I'm going to start sending you the links from Universe, which is Ticketmaster, that is also worldwide known, and let's see if it works better, because Eventbrite that is not bright. It's not bright for you or for Canadian people. from people from the US, it's not bright
Not
at
so
all.
good.
Yes,
Not
it's
so
not
good.
so good. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the gathering. I will see you next week. You're doing one on the 12th, right? On the 12th?
I do on the 12th, yes, in 2 days' time. Yeah, it's Maria Magdalene. It's so connected to today. It's just perfect. It's perfect. I felt guided to do it also in the Spanish light language group, Maria Magdalene as well. It's for some reason I feel that this weekend is Maria Magdalene. But again, to me, QUAN YIN is so connected. I mean, it's like feminine.
They're all, they're all in
connection.
the same. Yeah, they're the lineage of the rose. They're all connected. Yeah. But what Melissa was saying earlier, that she's also the lineage of the Buddha, right? Of the Buddha, of the green, Tara. Yeah, she's also that, because she's also part of the Tara, which is part of Ireland too. So it's part of everything. When you understand that, you're like, oh yeah, everything is everything, you know? It's pretty amazing.
My feeling is that they are everything that we need now. That's my feeling. And that's why I feel like they need
awakening.
to be here. Yeah, it's what we need in this precise moment for the awakening, for the process that we are changing, transforming. Is the feeling I get is thank you, in infinite thanks and gratitude for existing, because thanks to those energies we can keep going and understanding and setting us free even more, no? Because that's what we are doing. We are liberating our soul from feeling trapped in a body.
The rebirthing.
Sure. Yeah. It's the phoenix again, coming up with a trident or not. Maybe with a trident and a dragon. maybe with
it's
a
coming
group
with
of
everything. Be
elementals.
ready.
It's coming with the whole package. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. And what is so lovely is to be able to share it here in this human form. Honestly, every day I'm more happy to be able to share it with you guys. It's incredible. You make my day and you make my life, really. It's incredible. It's speechless. Tuaka. To me, it's easier to explain with light languages always, and that's what I do. I use that gratitude with what I bring to the group, with what I share with you guys, with channeling, with all that is pure gratitude as well, because it's mutual. The feeling is mutual from everyone. And people who watch this is transformative also in levels that sometimes they are not aware of, but maybe in a month or in a week they say, oh my God, for some reason I change, or I feel like a different version of myself. And it's because they had that video, that experience with us. And when we speak with love and with the heart, it's not difficult for others who are awakened to connect and to be present. There are people who tell me, sometimes I watch your videos and it's like if I was there with you guys. And that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Because I always tell them to be here is super powerful. And some of them, they tell me, when I watch the videos, I feel like I am with you guys. And yes, I totally believe that, because sometimes I watch my own videos. These videos, I watch them just because you see them from a different angle. You see it. Yeah, it's like I lie down inside my pyramid, and then I listen to what we talk, to what we say, and it's like refreshing. It's like, yeah, it's confirmation, it's integration. It means yeah, it's a different experience. So I might be editing certain things which maybe there is a gap or something, and then I start editing that gap or whatever, and then I continue watching the whole video. And I don't notice that the time has passed and I watch the whole thing. But it's because yeah, it's natural. It feels good. So it feels good. Why not? Why not to enjoy also what we do, which I do in many ways and in many levels, like they say in the invocation. Thank you, Mayra. Thank you
very much, Ismael. Have a beautiful night, Meli. Ismael, have a beautiful day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy everybody around you.
Thank you, love.
Much gratitude. Thank you. Good night.
Much gratitude. Good night. Bye-bye. Good night, Meli. Sweet dreams.